Hello students, in this video you will learn reading comprehension. First of all, let us know what is comprehension. Comprehension means to understand something thoroughly. In a reading comprehension, a passage is given and the student has to go through and understand it fully well. Some questions are asked on the facts given in a passage, and the student has to answer each questions carefully. Don't worry, let us see few hints regarding comprehension. While answering comprehension questions, you must comply with the following important points. The first one is, first, read the whole passage attentively, carefully and quickly. These are very important. First of all, you have to read the passage very attentively, carefully and quickly. Then, secondly, read it for the second time slowly but steadily. This time, read the passage more thoroughly. And now make a mental notes of the detail. The third point is work out the probable meaning of new words. Work out means try to find out the probable meaning of new words from the context in which they have been used. Number 4th point. Now, take the questions one by one and try to locate their answers in the passage. Make sure that you are able to find a precise and to the point answer for each question. Each question should not be repeated elsewhere. And number 5, answers should be brief and to the point. Once you get all the answers, write them down. Your answers should be brief and as far as possible in your own language. Number 6, do not add anything from your own side. See, while answering questions, do not express your personal views unless you are asked to express them. Then number 7, the process of elimination should be used while selecting the correct answer. It is possible that you may not know the exact meaning of some words in the passage. Do not feel discouraged. If you read the passage carefully, you will be able to guess the meaning. You can certainly understand the general idea of a passage without knowing the meaning of each and every word. So you can eliminate few words if you don't know the meaning. Now let us read the following passage carefully. Pollution of Ganga is one of the most discussed topics of India. This great river flowing from the Himalayas to the Bay of Bengal drains 1/4 of India's land area. It supports millions of people who live in towns and cities and villages along its 2,500 kilometer coast. These people rely on the water of the Ganga for drinking, for industrial uses and for irrigating their land. The Ganges is also used by millions of people who come to bathe in and drink the water of the most sacred of Indian river. Each city and town on the banks of Ganga adds its own waste to the river. Most of this is untreated human sewages. None of the 112 towns and cities along the Ganges has complete sewage treatment facilities. The rest of pollution comes from domestic garbage, industrial sewage, carcasses of animals and human corpses thrown into the river and runoff from croplands. Even though Ganga has a high capacity for self-cleansing, it cannot keep up with all the waste dumped into it. In many cities, the water is unfit for drinking, cooking, or bathing. Further downstream, the quality improves as the river's natural self-purification system has a chance to work. But then there is another city, town, or factory dumping its untreated waste right into the Ganges. One of the most polluted stretches is the 7-kilometer curve at Varanasi, where 6 million devotees come each year to bathe in and add their dirt to the holy river. Unfortunately, they are not the only thing going into the water. India has much to lose by polluting its water supply. We cannot afford to keep dumping out waste into the same rivers from which we draw our drinking water. And there is no truth to the myth that the Ganges can never be polluted. We have already shown that it can be. The Central Ganga Authority was set up in 1985 to make the holy river pollution-free. Here ends the passage, but we have to read this passage again, so let us go from the beginning. See, this time, this is the second reading. We have to go slowly, attentively, and we have to mark the important lines, important points, and we have to try to understand the meaning of a particular words or new words. So let us see the passage once again, this time little slower. Pollution of Ganga is one of the most discussed topics of the India. This great river means Ganga, flowing from the Himalayas to the Bay of Bengal. Flowing from means it starts from the Himalayas and mix with or to the Bay of Bengal. Originate from the Himalayas to the Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal is the name of the sea. Drains 1/4 of India's land area. It supports millions of people who live in towns and cities and villages along its 2,500 kilometers course. That means many people depends on this river Ganga. So these people means people from towns, cities, villages rely on means depend on the water of the Ganga for what? For drinking, for industrial uses, and for irrigating their land. See, these are the important points. And next, the Ganges. The Ganges is also used by millions of people who come to bathe in and drink the water of the most sacred of Indian river. Not only using for drinking, industrial or irrigation, people use the water, this Ganga's water, for drinking as well as bathing also. Each city and town on the banks of Ganga adds its own waste to the river. That means people throws their waste, dirt onto the river Ganga, and most of these is untreated human sewage. Untreated human sewage means it's drains coming out from toilets. See, and none of the 112 towns and cities along the Ganges has complete sewage treatment facilities, so most of the drains means toilet waters drawn into the Ganga river. And the rest of pollution, not only from the human sewage, rest of the pollution comes from where? Domestic garbage, domestic waste or domestic dustbin, industrial sewage, industrial waste, carcasses of animals. Carcasses means dead bodies of animals, and human corpse thrown into the river. Human corpse means the dead body of human being thrown into the river and run off from croplands. Even though Ganga has a high capacity for self-cleansing, yes, see, Ganga has a high capacity for self-cleansing. It cannot keep up with all the waste dumped into it. So let's go to the next lines. In many cities, the water is unfit for drinking because of those waste thrown into the river Ganga. Because of the dirt, many cities found this Ganga water unfit for drinking, cooking or bathing. Further downstream, the quality improves as the river's natural self-purification system has a chance to work. But then there is another city, town or factory dumping its untreated waste right into the Ganges. What is that another city? Let us find out. One of the most polluted stretches is a 7-kilometer curve at Varanasi. See, one of the most polluted stretches is where? In Varanasi, where 6 million devotees come each year to bathe in and add their dirt to the holy river. See those devotees who comes at Varanasi, they dip onto the water Ganga and add their dirt onto that holy river. Unfortunately, they are not the only thing going into the water. Not only this, India has much to lose by polluting its water supply. We cannot afford to keep dumping out waste into the same rivers from which we draw our drinking water. And there is no truth to the myth. See here, myth means wrongly belief, false belief that the Ganges can never be polluted. People think that the river Ganga can never be polluted or Ganges can never be polluted. This is wrong. Though it has high capacity of self-purification because of the waste products thrown into the water. So we have already shown that it can be. The Central Ganga Authority was set up in 1985 to make the holy river pollution free. In order to make the Ganga river pollution free in 1985, see, the Central Ganga Authority was set up. So this is the end of the passage. Now let us go to the question parts. Answer the following questions. Let us see the first question. Where does the Ganges originate? For this answer, we have to go once again to the passage. Where does the Ganges originate? Here I told you to mark here. This is the important line. That means the great rivers flowing from the Himalayas. Flowing from means its originate. So here comes the answer for this number A. From the Himalayas, you have to write from this second lines. That means the Ganges originated from the Himalayas. You have to write this answer for number A. And again, let's go back to the next question. What is the next question? The question is, where does the Ganges originate? This one we have already done. Number B, in which sea does Ganga merge? In which sea does Ganga merge? See from the passage itself. The same lines, that means Bay of Bengal is the name of the sea I told you. So answer will be like this: Ganga merges in the Bay of Bengal. This is the answer for number B. Then let's go to the next question. Question number C. People living along the banks of the Ganges use its water for three main things. Which are they? Yes, we have read in the passage that there are so many things that Ganga is used for. Let us find out the answer. Only three answers we have to find out from the passage. So let's go back to the passage once again. See these people here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th lines, you will find rely on. Rely on means depend on. People depend on this Ganga, the water Ganga, for drinking, for industrial uses, for irrigating their land, plus bathing is also there. So among these you have to write only 3 points. Either you have to write drinking, industrial uses, irrigating land, or bathing. You choose any one, any three from these points. And then once again, let's go back to the question part. That is question number D. Which all substances pollute the Ganges? List 3 of them. This one also you have to point out only 3 points. Let us check once again the passage. So, which all substances pollute the Ganges? See, here the rest of the pollution comes from this line. You will find out the answer. The rest of the pollution comes from where? From where? The domestic garbage, industrial sewage, carcasses of animals, human corpse. From here you have to write 3 points only. See, these are the points: domestic garbage, industrial sewage, carcasses of animals, and human corpse. These are the substances that pollutes the Ganges. Got it? So let us go to the next questions. That is question number E. Question number E. Which is the most polluted stretch in the Ganges? See, this one also we'll find out from the passage. Which is the most polluted stretch in the Ganges? So here exact answer is here in the passage. One of the most polluted stretches is the 7-kilometer curve at Varanasi, where 6 million devotees come each year to bathe in and add their dirt to the holy river. So this is here is the answer. The most polluted stretch is the 7-kilometer curve at Varanasi. From here you will write your answer exactly. And then let's go to the another questions that is there. Question number F. Question number F, it says that what is the myth about the Ganges? Myth means, I told you, it is a false belief. So let us find out the answer in the passage. Once again, see here, I have already underlined this one. The myth that the Ganges can never be polluted. This is a myth. Okay, so how will you answer What is the myth about the Ganges? This is the question. So you have to answer like this. The Ganges can never be polluted is the myth about it. Or you can write exactly like this. The myth that the Ganges can never be polluted. You can write exactly also. So this is the question, and another question. Let us find out. Pick out suitable words from the passage to complete the following table. Pick out means you have to find out the answer from the passage itself. This one also, it is not so difficult. So word is given, and antonym means you have to write the opposite of the given word. What are the words given? The first one is gain, and the second one, that is low. So gain, you have to write the antonym of gain. Antonym means opposite word. Low also, you will exactly find the word opposite to these two. So let us go back to the passage once again and find out the answer. Gain means, see, you will find gain, opposite of gain is see, next this one here. Okay, yes, here it is. See, India has much to lose. To lose means this is the opposite of gain. Or you can write simply loss also, you can write, but exact what is here, to lose. And for low, opposite of low means high. In the previous one, yes, here. Where is yes, here Ganga has a high capacity. This is the antonym words of low. So likewise, if you have given other words, you can find out exactly from the passage. And that's all for today. I hope you understand thoroughly how to attempt questions and answers for the given passage.